Hi friends, in this video I am going to show you how can we read file from S3 in Snowflake. File could be of any type, be it structure or unstructured. Here I am not talking about copying the file from S3 to Snowflake. I am talking about reading the files directly from S3. So before reading the files, we usually stage them. So we usually stage them in S3 or Azure Blob Storage. And we can create an stage object in Snowflake which refer to that location. So let me show you the files first. So we have three files: customer.csv, games.json and nationalpark.csv. So in customer.csv we have header and we have total 1000 records. Second file is games.json. It contains one JSON array and this JSON array contains 5 JSON objects. And the third one is nationalpark.csv. It again contains header and it contains total 57 records. So I have uploaded these files into my S3 bucket. So this is my S3 bucket and I have created 3 folders: CSV, JSON and others. These are the folders. And inside CSV we have customer.csv. Inside JSON we have games.json and inside others we have nationalpark.csv. So let's move toward the Snowflake console. So this is my Snowflake console. So first we are going to create one stage object. So let me copy that syntax. So over here my stage name is sample stage and URL is nothing but the location of my bucket. So this is my bucket Vivek 111 and over here I have given key ID and secret key. So let me run this statement and create the stage. So my stage has been created, you can see. Now let me list the files which are present in my stage. So we can list the file present in the stage using the list command, and we are going to prepend @ into the stage name. So if I run this, I get these 3 records and it is showing that customer.csv, game.json and nationalpark.csv are present in my stage. Now suppose I want to read the customer.csv. So I can read it with the help of select command. And over here, as we are reading it from our stage, we have to give our stage name. And then we have to give the remaining path. So in my stage, it is present in CSV folder. Let me give the CSV folder, and after that I have to give the file name. And one more thing I want to mention, we cannot use star over here, because if I use star and if I run this command, it is going to give me one error. You can see it is saying select with no columns. So while reading from file, there is a different notation for representing the columns. So suppose if you want to read the first column, we can represent it with $1. If you want to read second column, we can represent with $3. Third column we can represent with $3, and so on and so forth. So let me run this command now. So you can see we are getting 3 columns: ID, first name and last name. So friends, you can see what is happening over here. It is locating the file and then parsing the file. Okay, and for parsing it is using one file format. So right now I haven't given any file format, then also it is able to parse because there is a default file format. That default file format is containing the type as CSV and delimiter is comma. That's why it is able to segregate the fields. But you can see it is giving us the header also as a record. So in the default file format, skip header is none. So it is not going to skip the header. It is going to read header as a data. So now we can define our own file format and give it to the select statement. So let me define my own file format. So this is the syntax for creating the file format. So you can see I am creating a CSV file format. Type is CSV, field delimiter is comma, and right now I am giving skip header equal to 1. So it is going to skip the first row. Let me create this file format. Let me give this file format to this select statement. We can give it like this, and the file format name. Now if I run this statement, you can see it is giving the 1000 rows and that header field are gone. Now if we want to read all the CSV file, not customer.csv only. So as we know, there are two CSV files. One is customer.csv, second nationalpark.csv. So how can we read both files? So for that, we can remove this portion and we can give path up to stage only. And over here we can give another field called pattern. And pattern can be given like this. Now I have to give a regular expression denoting CSV files. So how can we do that? Like this. Now if I run this, you can see now we are getting 1057 records. Let me run it again. You can see we are getting 1057 records, and if we go down after 1000 records, we can see we have started getting the numbers only, years, numbers and numbers. So this is coming from nationalpark.csv. So if in select statement we want to see the file name as well, so there is one virtual column which represents the file name. So the virtual column is nothing but the metadata file name. So let me copy this. If I run this, you can see these records are coming from customer.csv, and if we go down, you can see it is coming from nationalpark.csv. This is how we can read the CSV data. Now let's move forward. Let's read the JSON data. So let me copy this command again. Now over here, let me remove the file format. Now let me give the pattern only. The pattern should be JSON. Now let me run this. You can see it is dividing data into columns because right now it is using the default file format. So in default file format, type is CSV, so it is going to treat the file as a CSV only, even though we have defined pattern as JSON, but it is going to read all the file as CSV only. So we have to give the file format also over here. Let me create the file format. So for creating the file format, I have already prepared the SQL. So this is the SQL. Over here my file format name will be JSON file format, type is JSON, and over here you can see there is a attribute called strip outer array which is true. So why I am giving it as a true is because our JSON is nothing but a single array and it contains the object. So while what is going to happen is, while reading this file, it is going to extract the JSON objects out of the array. So let me create this file format. Let me pass this file format to the above given SQL. Now if I run this, I am getting one error. What this error is saying is JSON file format can produce only one column of type variant or object or array. Use CSV file format if you want to load more than one column. So what it is saying is, like right now I have given 3 columns. Instead of giving 3 columns, I have to give only 1 column, because while reading the file, it is going to read whole JSON object into 1 column only, and type of data type of that column will be variant. Let me run this. You can see it has read all the 5 objects into the first column. So one more thing I forgot to tell you is while creating the stage, we can give the file format as well. So what that file format going to do is, it is going to update the default file format. So let me give the file format over here. Let me create the stage again. So my stage has been created successfully. Now if I remove all these things, and now if I read my CSV, you can see this time it is not reading the header because we have updated the default file format as per our need. So I hope friend, this content has been helpful to you, and if you find it helpful, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.